Iko Iko ande. Action. I hopped on a train at LAX. It smells so good. Smell-o-vision not available today. Clean up on aisle 3. Hola familia. We're back. And now we're back with 50 states of food. Make sure you like, subscribe so that you can keep track. Make sure you do the little bell so you know when the next state is. It could be yours. You should actually comment your state right now and your favorite recipe from your state. But right now we're gonna head over down south and we're gonna make some jambalaya. Spicy, creamy, delicious. Let's make it. So we're gonna get started by moving all the things that we need. So I can walk you through what we need. You're gonna need the Trinity, which is the peppers, the celery, and the onion. That is the Southern Trinity. You can't cook without that. Then we're gonna use some thyme from my garden. We're gonna use a jalapeno because I like things spicy and duh. Then we have some andouille sausage. You need that. I mean, you don't need that, but like, we have chicken thighs because they taste better, duh. Then we have chicken stock or chicken broth, a can of crushed tomatoes, the Tonys like I mentioned, and some garlic because I don't feel like chopping garlic, so we're just gonna use this. Oh, I forgot. Main ingredient, this. It's rice, in case you're wondering what that is. All right, so now we're gonna prep our meats. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim up some of my chicken. I want to remove some of the fat. You can leave some of it on there for sure, but you're just going to loosely dice it up. Oh, I almost lost an andouille. That would have been tragic. And then you're going to keep trimming it up. Once you have the chicken cut up, then you're going to go ahead and dice up your andouille. You can do it in whatever you like. I like to do like rounds. Some people like the half moons. You can really do whatever you prefer. So we're gonna dice all this up and get it ready. All right, so now that we have this all cut up, I have turned up to a little bit over medium heat on my little burner over here. We're gonna add some oil to this pan. Then we're gonna go ahead and throw in our meats. So we're gonna start off with the chicken. To this chicken, I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning. So I added a little bit of Tony's to that. Now I'm gonna stir it up a little bit just to start that browning process. And then I'm gonna add the sausage to it. Okay, so you know that song, like Kiss Me Through the Phone? It's like, kiss me through the phone. When you add the andouille to the chicken and the Tony's, I wish you guys could smell this through the phone or whatever you're watching this on because it smells so good. We're gonna let that brown up a little bit. While we do that, we're gonna chop up our vegetables. So I'm gonna clean off my countertop, move everything around, and get back to chopping. So I already diced up part of this stuff because easier. You're gonna do the Trinity. Now some people just do green pepper. I like red peppers and yellow peppers also in my Trinity. But you can do however or whatever you prefer. We're gonna dice up a green pepper. All right, let's chop. Also, isn't my knife really cool, by the way? Just want to say my knife is really cool. Okay, so if your bell pepper doesn't lay flat so you can't cut it, I just cut off the piece that doesn't make it flat so that it makes it easier for you to cut it into like matchsticks so you can cut little cubes. Also, this is not, you know, cooking school. You don't have to make exact little knife cuts. Gordon isn't gonna come into your kitchen and yell at you or call you an idiot sandwich. So you can do whatever you want because this is your kitchen and this is my kitchen and I do what I want. Except for, you know, I like to say tortilla. So, you know, I'm just gonna always say that. And if you're OG busy mommy, then you know that people yelled at me for saying the word tortilla instead of tortilla. But you know what? Just is what it is. Gonna say what I want to say. Now that I have my bell peppers cut up with my onions, I'm gonna cut up a jalapeno. Jalapeno, not jalapeno. I do remove like the top part of the seeds right up here, just because I don't like that giant chunk of membrane. I remove this top part. The same that you do for the peppers, for the green peppers, but with the jalapenos. All All right, the last part to the Trinity is obviously your celery. I like to just cut them into chunks like this. Then I cut into little cubes as well, kind of so they match the size of all the other ingredients. So just start chopping. It's a satisfying sound. Now that I have everything chopped up, this is actually getting caramelized at the bottom. I'm gonna show you what this looks like at the bottom of the pan. All right, so you can start to see some of that caramelization below. That is gonna be such ooey gooey, delicious flavor that you're gonna get into your actual jambalaya. All right, so about 6 to 7 minutes is how long you wanna cook that stuff. Then you're gonna start adding in your hard vegetables, which is all of these. I like to start off with the celery, and then I go jalapenos, peppers, and onions. Throw it all in. Let's go. And then I'm gonna add my squeezy garlic. I like a lot of garlic. Stir it all up and get it all nice and combined. The smell. You'll be washing Trinity smell out of your hair for like 3 days, but it's worth it. All right, while this is cooking up, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of my thyme off my stems. Every time I take thyme off, I don't really take thyme off, but every time I take thyme off these things or grab thyme, I always wanna sing, "Time is on my side," which it never is. And I don't know if anybody knows, it's like from a movie in the 90s, but it had Denzel Washington in it, and it was kind of scary. But the favorite way to do this, start at the top, and then you just pinch it, and then you slide down. I think that should be enough time. Is there ever enough time? Is there? That is the real question. Because I don't think there is, especially when you become a parent. And you become a busy mommy, literally. So I'm just gonna chop this up a little bit, just so that it's not, you know, giant, and the sticks that I missed are cut up. Just a quick rough chop. Okay, so I forgot to show this in the beginning, but this is the kitchen bouquet, which is a substitute or something they use in the South, like for Worcestershire. It smells really good. But if you don't have Worcestershire, I don't know how to say it, W sauce. If you don't have that, or if you don't have this, use that. I'm gonna add my kitchen bouquet just to give it some flavor and some color. I wish you guys could smell this. Like, I really do wish you could. Now I'm gonna add the thyme. Mix it all up. Okay, I'm gonna do about half a can of, so about 14 to 16 ounces of crushed tomatoes. All right, so I'm gonna add the rice now. Since we have a little bit of a bubble, the tomatoes are in there. We're gonna add, these are half cup measurements. So we're gonna do 4 of these. And then I like to mix it all up so that it gets all incorporated before I add the rest of the liquid. I like it to kind of grab onto some of that flavor. And then while this is grabbing on, do not spill out of there. I'm gonna add my Tony's. And we're gonna go ahead and mix this up so you can see what this looks like all mixed up. So mix the rice in. Then you're gonna pour in the rest of your chicken stock. In my case, I'm gonna do about 4 cups. This is very similar to like a Puerto Rican dish that I do called arroz con habichuelas, arroz con gandules, where I mix it all together. So I kind of like to let everything settle to the middle. Put the spoon right here in the middle, and if I push and I see rice before I get to the end, then we're good to go. So now I'm gonna bring this up to a boil. We're gonna add our bay leaves to it, and I present to you this very heavy lid. Also, if you want this same Dutch oven, I love Dutch ovens. I mean, they're cool. I never owned one. My father-in-law actually bought this for me for Christmas one year. because like the other ones, the like Le Creuset brand or any of those other are very expensive. This one was from Amazon Basics. It's really good quality and it's only like 35 bucks. I'll link it in my shop if you guys want something, but it's not very expensive and it works really well. So, and it works in the oven too. So now we're gonna cover it, let it sit on low and let it smell the house up with delicious flavors. See you on the flippity flip? Is that a word? I don't know. Anyway, see you soon. Here we are, all completed. Now, before I share with you, I like mine to be a little more on the liquidy side. So I add more liquid to mine. If you want yours to be drier and more granular, then you're gonna take some of the water out. I prefer it this way because for me, I've been having trouble with dry foods a little bit. So I actually prefer it. Very similar to a Puerto Rican recipe called asopao, which is really good, similar. So I like it this way, but we are all done and ready to eat. Let's see. I had to put it behind me. I put it behind me. All right, I'm gonna serve myself. Obviously I don't want bay leaves, but I want all the goodness. Well, I don't need this on. Okay, so we have that, and then I'm gonna top it off with some green onions. Gotta get a piece of sausage, piece of chicken. Oh, no. Needs my hot sauce. Like I said, I like to throw some hot sauce on mine, which is why I don't put cayenne in it, but you can do whatever you want. It's your recipe. We said this in the beginning, right? You do what you wanna do, it's your kitchen. Don't let anybody else teach you something that you don't wanna do. If you don't like something in it, don't put it in there. That's it. Your kitchen, not Gordon's. Or anybody else's for that matter. Time to try. I almost did like a choo-choo for myself. That's weird. My kids are pretty big now, so I don't know where that came from, but all right. Here we go. It is so good. Oh my God, I can't even. I gotta go. I gotta eat this. Oh, but before I go, now that I'm back, you gotta know about it. So make sure that you like, subscribe, comment on this video what you wanna see next. 50 states of food, I need ideas. So please throw your state below. Please throw the dish, and I will highlight you to let you know that I've picked yours. I really wanna do all 50 states. So here we go. See you next time. Adios. Happy dance.